Oh, that was abrupt. That was very abrupt. What is going on with the layouts?
There we go. I don't know, man. There's
Nice.
buttons. They have this technology. Uh,
It's not very
I
good.
learned about it in school. They have this technology. It's coming out soon. In general, there's just always some technology coming soon.
Computers.
None of it should work in the first place. It's just metal and plastic and glass. Think about it.
You know, maybe it's too early right now to get so deep, but
Oh, baby. You're saying the right words. You're saying the right words.
Has always blown my mind that it's basically just little electrons flying through little channels of silicon. Like, what the heck? How?
Yeah. The good Lord, works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
His thoughts are higher than ours. We're not supposed to understand stuff. I think when you try to, that's when people go.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Tell me.
Sonali says, hello.
Hey.
Sonali. I almost called you the other day. I'm going to call you one of these days. I don't know what's a better time, like my morning or your morning. I don't know. I was just going to surprise you with a call.
That would, you could actually do that, like a very early morning.
Yeah, if 8 o'clock my time is 6:30 their time or PM, so it's not that bad. Then everything, or is it the neverything?
It's the very thing.
Oh, I didn't understand that at first. Thank you for clarifying.
Silvan. It's nice to see Silvan.
Hello, folks. Oh,
Larry.
Is that? It probably looks better on YouTube or something. That's my guess.
I'm more concerned about the E on the end of hello. Hello.
It's a little like French-ish or like Irish. They put the E.
That's
in the beer.
Okay.
Right down the line, man. Rick James' little brother. What's up? Is that Happy booze? Friday. Did that spell booze? The 6005? Is that like the like how they use numbers for letters, like dead mouse?
It's Goose. Ben James
Goose.
Like
I think booze is better. Or is it booze? He needs a 3 at the end.
I know. That's.
I guess he went for booze too. That needs to be a Z. Ow! I just
So tell everybody where you are, because you're obviously not in your normal situation. What's going on?
I could be anywhere in the world, couldn't I? No one would know. No one would have any idea. But I am not where I normally am.
Well, come on, out with it. Where are you?
So last night was the Laravel Road Show in Atlanta, which I live in Charlotte. It's about a 4-hour drive, so I hopped down for the night and partied with the Laravel crew. Got a little crew from Laravel and had a couple speakers, Matt Stopper and Joe Tenenbaum and Braden Keith, and talking about AI and like agentic workflows and that kind of stuff, and had some bitterballen, which was interesting because I just was in Amsterdam and had the real stuff, and it was all right, but it was like I never had faux food after having the authentic thing so soon, and it was like, I know what this is supposed to be though, so it was good. It was a good time
after being in India.
Boy, oh boy. I still haven't gone to the Indian restaurant. And I'm ashamed of myself. I'm ashamed of...
But it's not going to be as good, right?
It's a lot better than what I've been pacifying myself with, which is Costco Indian food.
like
which is
microwave meal.
horrible. Yeah, it's so
No,
bad.
why?
So no, it's yeah, I'm ashamed. No, I mean, I should go actually, and I should compare it because again, I live in a place called Indian Land, and 10 years ago there was like 6,000 people here, and now there's over 100,000 people, and most of them are Indians. Like there's so many Indian, like because they just thought like Indian Land, and there's like all sorts of restaurants and grocery stores, and so
I
I
think
would
it's
be.
hilarious that it's that simple. Like, oh, the name is Indian, so
Dude, if I moved to France and they were like South Carolina land, I'd be like, that's the place for me, you know? Like they're like big old name on there, you know? I'm ready to go. I'm ashamed. Oh,
that's good. That's good. We're all
Lords.
ashamed of Shane. Yeah.
We skipped a couple up here actually, by the way.
Possibly. Yeah, I
Essa,
typed in
Essa,
Essa while
hello.
you were
In my
talking.
mind, that sounds like Robin Williams on Mrs.
Did you do
Doubtfire.
Jim?
Hello.
Did you show Jim's?
Uh, I didn't. Nope. Got to skipping
Okay,
around
so
here.
yeah. Yeah. Oh well.
Look
Hey
at you
Jim.
speaking all normal. No booze and no secret
I
hidden
don't know.
messages in
Two
there.
exclamation marks is like on the edge. You know, that's like, whoa, pushing the boat out. Yeah. So now, Sonali, when he calls you, you have to like hang up immediately because
Yeah. Oh, this
poor
connection.
choice
I
of
don't.
Indian food. Like, how dare you? Beep.
Yep. So Cody, I'm pretty sure this is the Cody that doesn't have a K or an H in his name. I met last night. It's an inside joke. We were hanging out. I got there and I set my bag down in a chair. Then I went, I had a beer and some food and was mingling and all this stuff. And I come back when it's time to sit down, and there's these guys that also sat. They didn't know that I was sitting there, and I didn't know that. I was just like, but here I am. And he was just like, "Hey, native PHP." And then like after the talks, I whipped out the old laptop and showed a bunch of cool stuff going on, and it was pretty fun. He's like, I tried a while ago, but it wasn't doing the things that I need, like background stuff. And I'm like, it's getting better, man. And there's that like struggle too. And I emphasize this a couple times of like, on one side, I'm like, just give us a couple months because it's going to be so good. The stuff we're doing right now is so good. A few months ago, I would say this. But at the same time, we need people like helping us find bugs and testing and building stuff and telling people about the stuff they're building. And so it's a catch-22 chicken and egg sort of situation. But yeah, Cody. Yeah. It's not as bad as Elliot with two T's, though. We'll just say that.
He's maybe not said anything, but might be here.
Could be.
Well,
so
yeah. So going back to the stuff that's like missing, that's going to take a bit, but I just feel like I'm saying to everybody at the moment, I feel like I get quite a few questions on Twitter and Discord and different places of like, does it do this yet? Can that do that? And it's just like, this is all open source now.
I get a lot of questions. I got a lot last night. Like, actually, Cody, that was the first thing. He's like, can you do NFC stuff yet? And I was like, you haven't been paying attention at all. He's like, I haven't. I'm like, you can do anything. And I showed him, like, I whipped out the Claude Code plugin and we built an NFC read and write. I didn't have any chips, but it like did all the code. So it's like, hey, now we'll have I just did a plugin. There it is. It's ready to go.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's not ready to go, but it's that easy to get going with it, is what I meant to say.
Yeah, I know somebody has built a paid plugin for NFC write and read.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So that'll be coming. Actually, that's a neat little segue into.
See that? I think the good thing about this one
is almost like it's planned. Oh my goodness.
The good thing about these, the one that I just like told Claude, hey, build a thing. I don't have any problem deleting it. Actually, I'm going to do it now because it's in the wrong spot anyway. Because boop,
so
delete.
It's taken basically all of this week to kind of get nailed down, but leading up to this week, it's been on and off over the course of months, quite a bit of work just to get the third-party plugin support, which we announced we were going to do when we were in India. So we said that we were going to, plugins were coming out. We've got first-party ones, and we're going to support people being able to do their own. And we've got, third-party plugin support has been.
I didn't know that you could do sounds. Oh, no way. That's so good.
Ta-da at the end. You're gonna do it while I say something really. Thank you.
That's a 36-second long cheering audio.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy. This is cool. All right.
People are releasing third-party plugins right now, but they're free ones. That's the wrong sound effect for that. But keep that on.
That's perfect. Yes. Oh, sorry. This is too fun.
It's all right. I don't want to.
I'm like a monkey with some buttons.
You just want to go from top to bottom. Just do them all so everybody can hear them all.
No, because I will not stop doing them. No. Hey, Ashfakalam4931 is saying he can't hear someone's audio. I don't know whose audio it is. How's audio? How's audio, everybody? And mention the name.
Hey,
in the meantime,
dude. Hey, dude.
He must be talking to me.
It could be you. It's coming through all right for me.
Yeah, same here. So, maybe turn your speakers up. If anyone else has a problem, just let us know. We'll continue.
Yeah. So, yeah, paid third-party plugins through Simon. Cool. I wish you hadn't found that, honestly.
It's so bad. I'll stop. I will stop.
Do you know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to move off of Riverside just to remove the sounds.
I'm sorry.
Let me just see if I can boost my audio a little bit.
Willem says it's good, so I'm going to believe him. Have you ever looked deeply into this man's eyes? You know he's being honest,
How about now?
I don't notice anything different.
You didn't notice any difference? Great. Then I'm using the wrong thing entirely. No, that's right. I mean, I can't change it now. This is the thing.
How many months were you like, I hope Shane never sees these audio media clip things, and then I find them? Like, damn it. We tried hiding them. I emailed Riverside to hide.
I'm surprised that you didn't find them sooner. I made you surreptitiously install a browser plugin that hides them. Yeah.
You'd be surprised
to something else.
How much I don't know about everything in the world.
Yeah. No.
Intentionally oblivious.
It's a great way of living.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can't do anything about the audio. I've ramped it up like double what it was from my side. So if it hasn't changed, then it's not on me. It's Riverside. Sorry. But yeah. Where were we? We were doing
third-party
paid plugins. So
we
said we were going to support this through our marketplace. It's coming up to 2 months ago. That's how long
time ago.
I was working on it before then, and it's still coming. So I'm still seeing comments about the audio.
So I'll turn mine down a little bit, and maybe that will even things out. Is this better? I mean, I should talk. I suppose
we kind of need to go like check. The sort of semi-real-time audio check is like not great.
Hey, yellow.
So yeah, it's there now. Basically, if you're in a place anywhere that supports Stripe Connect. So we're using Stripe Connect for payouts, which is the key thing that we need to be able to do, is pay you. If you're building a plugin and you want to sell it, the marketplace is the easiest place to sell your plugin. So it'll be on nativephp.com. You'll get advertised on there, and we take care of everything for you, like hosting the plugin code, selling the plugin to people, making sure that they've got what they need and not got what they shouldn't have, and all of that stuff. So you don't have to worry about any of that. And it's
You
very
just build
easy
plugins.
onboarding. Yeah, it's very, very easy to get set up. And I'm really happy with it. There's a few more tweaks that I've got to come in the next couple of weeks, but generally it's working right now. And yeah, start submitting paid plugins. We've got loads already that have been waiting, which I now need to go
Yep.
and review. So
Like
as people,
50 plugins. Yeah.
yeah, as people start getting onboarded now, I can go through and start reviewing their plugins. So that's great. So
So
we're going to
I want
have
to say something
a
about that
lot.
actually. And then I
Okay.
have a question for you. So the thing
Oh
I have to
no.
say about that. So I created a little script that's going to look at each plugin and kind of validate, just so we don't have to like pull them in and look, inspect, and all that stuff. So if you have submitted plugins, I'm going to say some criteria that we are going to enforce before we even look to test any potential paid plugins. It's important that your Android minimum, since with 3.1, we've made that down to like 26, right? Now, if it's like 33 plus, so like the Android minimum SDK version, right? So if you say 33, you could require version 3.0 plus in your composer.json of native PHP mobile. But if it's 26, make it 3.1 so that it will enforce that or like allow that. Also, like build for Android and for iOS. Please do both. It's going to be like you can just do for one. If there's like some SMS thing that's only for Android or some plugin that will only affect one, we'll look at that a little bit differently. But if it can work on both devices, make sure it does. And then also the README, the boost guidelines, ideally, not necessary, but ideally. And two other items. The what was
Support.
it? So what I've been saying was like put an email in the README, an email address for support, or like make sure like you have some sort of issues someplace, like some repo for issues that you can direct people to.
Yeah.
Because you will be handling support for those plugins. We are not handling support for your plugins. And then the JavaScript too. So like the Cloud Code plugin will build all that for you. Sometimes it misses building the JavaScript side of things. So for inertia and so you got to make sure it's working for like everything and try to test it as much as possible. And ideally, you have something on like Test Flight or Play Store that's like in test mode that you can just send us the link to, and we can test it on our devices as well, so we can see it working. So as much of that you guys can do will help us approve those much faster to get them out there. And instead of us going through 50 of them and commenting on each one of these, all of these things, we should send an email out to everybody that's submitted one. Or when people do submit one, like an immediate email, like make sure, update it if you haven't done this, but or even before they submit it, just like a checklist, something like that. So instead of like us going through 50 of them when we have 100 million other things to do, if each one of you go through your 1 to 5 or whatever you've got, that'll just speed things up. So that was my comment on that, but I do have a question for you, Mr. Simon.
Okay.
And I genuinely don't know the answer here. So there was an issue. We had opened up like Stripe Connect and like people were trying and it was not working. And then now it's working. So what did you do to fix it? What happened?
Well, that was a big faux pas on my side because I forgot to set up all of the countries that we need to enable on Stripe. It's not something we can do on code and just like migrate people over. So it just defaulted to US.
Gotcha.
And then that limited the bank accounts that you could connect to just US ones. So if you set up a Stripe Connect account and you struggled because you hit just US bank accounts, we're going to have to ditch those old accounts, those Stripe accounts, and start afresh. But I've reset everybody. So if you, everybody who didn't succeed, I've reset their account. So you just have to go through the onboarding again. Sorry about that. It was only a few people, but yeah, it should be good now. So we've had a bunch of people already complete the onboarding from all around
That's
the
so
world.
good.
They're
That's so
connecting
cool.
their bank accounts in different currencies. You know, so what happens is we charge in dollars, but when we send a payout to you, Stripe converts it to your currency. So you shouldn't pay a conversion fee, I don't believe. Like, it'll get swallowed in the conversion, right? And then your bank doesn't have any extra fees because it's going to be paying out to you in your local
In your
currency,
currency, which is nice.
which is good. There's a whole bunch of other things around that I, probably worth getting into at some point. I don't think we need to, like, if anybody's got any questions about it right now, fire them in the chat and we'll come back round to them. I'm really excited by it. We've talked about how plugins are a really important part of the whole ecosystem in general, and then how third-party plugins that are paid could become like a nice bit of support for everybody. It's like, obviously we're taking a cut to build and maintain the platform for them and do all of the heavy lifting of like payment and delivery. And that you're still getting a huge proportion of that, like 70% at the moment. And that feels really nice because I think there's going to be some really valuable plugins that people have already built and will yet build. What? I can tell that you're going to do it just by, like, it's like you tense up trying not to laugh about what's going to come.
It smells so bad in here now.
So yeah, it's really cool. I'm excited for it, and I want everybody to be building plugins and selling them. I do just want to say that just because we've got the marketplace and because we enable all of this stuff doesn't mean that you can't still ship your plugins through other mechanisms, right? It's not,
Yep.
we're not trying to be exclusively the only way that you can build and distribute
That is
payment
our
plugins.
mantra across the board. Like, you don't need Bifrost. We built the package command. Like, you don't need every, like all the stuff that we're charging and making money from. Like, we need money to pay our bills. Don't get me wrong. But we're never gonna close source anything or like make anything, like, except for the license, but we've made it open source now. So there's a difference.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Bifrost itself is closed source, and there's going to be things that we don't fully open up, like, as products, but there's the core things that you should be able to do should always be kind of freely available to you, and
This is a great idea.
go.
We should do like once a week or once a month or something. We should have like a broadcast that goes out with people that want to get notified for new plugins or something.
Yeah, I think we can turn that on as like a just a notification that you get from the dashboard. So
yeah,
when we approve a new plugin and it becomes available, everybody who's subscribed to that can just get a notification, which would be fine and dandy.
You said new dashboard.
I did. Look at this, segues up the wazoo. In case you haven't seen, there is this beautiful new nativephp.com dashboard. So you should go and check that out. Do you want to say anything or ask anything about it? Do you like it?
I don't think so. I like it's, it's not that I didn't like what we had before. It just wasn't feeling right. But it also was like not a high priority for me. But I'm glad you found, like, this is the thing I like about our company, dude. we just surprise each other. We're like always not one-upping each other. We're like, I can't wait to show this assignment. And you're like, hey, look what I got. Yeah. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
So
I
you
love
did.
when you do it to me as well, and it's always exciting.
I got some stuff to
Scary,
show
but
too.
exciting.
Yeah. We got some good stuff here. So we could go one of two ways. The new dashboard. Do you want to show the new dashboard?
I'll give you a quick rundown of what's in there, shall I?
Oh, okay.
Some stuff still isn't quite.
That's a long cheering.
Yeah,
that was 2 out of 36 seconds. Why do you need 36 seconds of cheering ever?
Well, who knows?
What's this one? I don't know.
Powered by Riverside.
That's terrible.
I don't know what the hell that was. All right, this is why we don't experiment live.
Okay, so
Ooh.
it might feel a bit familiar to the previous one, except it doesn't have all of the nativephp.com standard website stuff. So it's very focused now on, I'm here, I'm in my dashboard, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing in my dashboard. And you probably tell if you've used Flux that this is starting to look like Flux UI stuff. Some of these things still need improving, but I'm getting to those. They'll come out in an update in the next few days. But basically, everything that you need is now accessible from this very well highlighted, very visible menu on the left-hand side. And this is going to expand a little bit over time. But we've still got license. I'm going to just run down. We've still got licenses here for people who've got V2, V1 native PHP mobile licenses. So you can still access all of that and create keys and things if you're still using that. Although we should talk about encouraging people to get off using V2 and start using V3. But anyway, there's that. Purchase plugins and the instructions for how to, oh, now I have to rotate my key. Oops. And why didn't that go away? That's annoying.
Well, you could have shown it again if you're going to get rid of it anyway.
Yeah, I could have. But you got the point. There's like a couple of commands, and it's very easy to get plugins from here. You know, I can, once I've bought a plugin or I've gained access to plugins, I can see all the details here. There is this purchase history. Yes, I did buy the Native PHP Masterclass. So there's some stuff here is going to be useful to people at times. We've got the how to submit to the showcase, link to Discord. And then, as we've been talking about third-party plugins, here is the Developer Hub. Now, this is not a good example, and I don't know if I've got, because this account doesn't actually have Stripe Connect, but once you've connected, you'll see a nice little dashboard in here in this hub page, which shows you all of your sales and earnings and payouts for your plugins. So it's really, really nice summary. I mean, it's just the information that I think you need at the moment, and we can keep on evolving that as people request features and things. But this becomes a really nice little spot for just checking how you're doing with your plugins. We do send you email notifications and things too. So when you make a sale, you'll get notified of all of that. And you can manage your plugins from here, which I think was kind of very similar to how it was before. And we've now got this settings screen, so you can manage some of your developer settings. And then we've got notifications. So that's all getting set up for when we do actually start sending notifications. The integrations, which if you've got the plugin dev kit, or you've got a max license, there was a few things that we reintegrate with GitHub and Discord and that kind of thing. So that's on this page. And then you can always get to yours. If you've got a subscription, you can always get to Stripe from the manage subscription option at the bottom. And
do you know Gordon Ramsay?
Not personally.
You sure? Because you've been cooking, dude. This is awesome.
Yeah, I think he would still shout expletives at me if I was working in his kitchen, because this is not
This
the right
soup
kind of
is
cooking for Gordon
dry.
Ramsay. You're like, what are you doing with the laptop in my kitchen? Yeah. Anyway,
Yep.
that's the new dashboard, and it's evolving very, very rapidly. So I'm going to stop sharing. That's that.
Bro, a couple quick questions here on the side. All right, first of all,
I don't see
oh,
it.
come on. Hold on.
Are you struggling there? Do you need some help with how to use a computer? That should have
My
been
internet,
the
I think, is dropping really bad here. I don't know if I'm like, I don't know if it's like, whatchamacallit, like throttled after a certain amount or something.
You're coming through okay. But
Well,
I
that's
guess
important. Okay. First of all, that looks great. It looks like a solid direction so that we can add stuff, and it's going to be convenient and easy to interface with. So good job. I really appreciate and enjoy what I'm seeing. Second of all,
good.
a couple quick questions here, just house cleaning stuff. No, not true. Is native v3 the super native version? Super native is still, it's going to take some time. There's a lot of stuff when you cross the world from web view into native, everything native. A lot of things are changing. We still have to like finalize APIs and like how we want to shape it out and all this stuff. We're not holding to any timeline for that. Hopefully we have it in a couple months. Hopefully it's even sooner than that. But there's a lot of other stuff that we have to do. And I'll just tell you guys too, like this is the place to talk about this kind of stuff. In May, I've got Chicago. We're going to Japan. Maybe a London after that, maybe some family vacay time. Then there's a month later is Boston, and then a month later is Denmark, and then a month later is Greece, and then 2 months later is hopefully Australia. Like we're doing a lot of speaking engagements this year intentionally, and we're hoping to get more. And so there's like scattered times in between, and context switching is a real pain in the ass. So we're looking at like between now and mid-May as like we're trying to do as much as we possibly can, because we don't know when we're going to have a solid 2 months, in a row that we can just like focus on a bunch of stuff. So April is going to be badass. Actually, I think April we're going to have a lot of really cool, awesome big things that are going to help us for the rest of the year in April. But no, 3.1 is persistent PHP, and it's got background threads and TSRM and context and all of those things, and all the plugins are already out and all that stuff. And there's a couple plugins that I'm going to show you guys too that I'm working on. But no, it is not the super native stuff yet. It's not native UI yet. That will be a very big announcement, and it'll be a very big splash that we make about that. So
Shane might even use one of those sound effects when we do it.
Oh, dude, I might use 2 at the same time.
Oh my goodness. No. Is that even possible?
Yeah. I'll figure it out, dude.
So I think it's worth also adding to that, one of the things that we decided very early on with the super native stuff was we're not going to hold it back. We're not going to make it a premium thing.
Nope.
We're going to make it available to everybody, even in its very early phase. And right now it's fully open and ready for people to try. That's not the only reason for making it open. The other reason is we actively need people to come in and help us build it. So
we
if
need
you
testing.
can try it out, then you can maybe make some PRs and come and help us get it done sooner. Like, just because we've started it doesn't mean we've got to be the only ones building it. So please come and help. This is open source. It is like we are making it freely available to everybody. So it would be really great if we had people coming and contributing towards making that come out sooner.
I will try not to get upset about this, but it is native PHP. It's not PHP native. Though it's kind of like a backhanded compliment because it's like React Native, right? You could think of it this way. I'm assuming you're talking about the database on the device. It's outside of the Laravel directory, inside of a persisted storage place, so that when you do updates, it doesn't overwrite your user's data.
But it's on the device. It's not
on the device. It's on the device. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be cool. I mean, honestly, that's honestly like we are trying for that, just between you and me and everybody else listening, Jim. So the whole world, we're trying for that, sure. But we, it's a big undertaking, to be honest. The architecture is there, though. That's what I will say. The architecture is in place, and that's really like the time that I am spending on it these days, which is limited at the moment. It's going to increase over the next few weeks, but it's really like just verifying, validating this is the right direction for this to go. What other things could we do to improve it while we're at this very low level of the architecture? So it's this 160 byte node shared memory mmap location. It's really cool. It's really cool. In fact, I put together my slides for PHP Tech, and I'm going to go super nerdy on these guys and show them all the inner bits that get me excited about it, because I think that's the right crowd for that.
Yeah, PHP Tech crowd loves some innards.
Say again?
The PHP Tech crowd, they love some innards.
They love some innards. Okay. On that note,
I guess.
You guys want to I've got a couple plugins I'm working on that I've teased them. Dude, these tweets are going kind of viral for 150 likes or whatever in a day. That's kind of viral for what we're doing, I think.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to. Can we encourage some more of that virality? Can we get more people retweeting our stuff?
Yeah, retweet.
retweet. Damn it. Yeah. So new first-party plugins. That's what you're saying.
I got a couple of plugins I'm working on. They're just about ready. You want to see?
Ooh, yeah, baby.
All right, let's go.
This is going to be one of these surprises.
Boom, boom, boom. So, ignore all this crap. This is like my playground area. This is not like, I'm not focused at all on UI. Okay, just so everybody is aware. The intention.
That one is called laughing. That was not laughing.
That wasn't laughing. That was
terrible. Yeah, that's really.
So let me show you some cool stuff. Number one, we've got local notifications. Boom, boom, boom. And this is really cool.
Can you explain the difference between push notifications and local notifications?
Sure. All right, so push notifications are when you have something happening on an external server someplace and you want to notify your user about some event from some other place. Local notifications can be used for, really anything. If you want to every day remind somebody at 9 o'clock in the morning that they've got, don't forget to check your cat or whatever, or let them define. I know that was a
what are they checking example. Their cat for? How are they?
What if they don't have a cat?
Is there a cat?
God!
Oh no, there's no cat. What do I do? The alert tells me check the cat, and I haven't got a cat.
So that's number one. First, get a cat, then you can install the plugin. You can do it the other way around, I suppose, but All right. Anyway, so there's a couple of really cool things about this. So I'm going to just demo these as we go. Boom, simple notification. So this popped up here. There's my simple notification. I'm going to clear that one. Here's a simple notification with a URL. So this one will actually, when I tap it, it's going to navigate within the app, even if the app is closed. In fact, boop. Should take me to the haptics page. There we go, haptics page.
Ooh, nice.
We've got action buttons. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
that's beautiful.
On iOS, this works also. It's you have to long press. I can't show you. I mean, I could probably show on my camera. Let me see. Just to the camera, I could do this. No.
I don't know if I can swap you in. No, that doesn't work.
Let me just do
Oh
this.
yeah, I can do it that way. There we go.
Oh, I've got do not disturb on. Hang on a second. Hang on, guys. Hang on.
Literally every one that I press is that was supposed to be transition number 2. That doesn't work.
So you see my camera. So I long pressed on the notification on this one. And so I've got these options, these other things. And so go back to, I don't know what they see, if they see my screen still. Yeah, I think they do. And this gets combined with the URL parameter, which is just one way to do things. Like I'm still exploring. That's why it's not ready yet, because I want to be able to like just pass data or an event possibly from this. But if I click profile, it should take me to one of the pages, the device info page. So that took me to the device info page.
Cool.
What else we got? Silent, which is no sound vibration. That's a boring demo, but it does work. So we can delay these. So there can be on a schedule, you can schedule these, and I'm going to show you that too, but you can also just say, hey, just in 10 seconds or in 5 minutes, schedule a notification to go. So in 10 seconds, that one will fire. In the meantime, this is where it gets really, really cool. Oh, there it goes. The scheduled notification. This was scheduled 10 seconds ago. And I think it's a little different on iOS, but on iOS, that one actually shows it puts a badge over the whatchamacallit? The icon of the app. So you actually have a badge increment. And then we could, I mean, when building this, the option was like, when you open the app, do you just clear notifications, or should we make a method for developers to delete or dismiss those notification, the badge number, when they want to? And I think that makes more sense.
Sorry,
excuse you.
I did not mean to do that one.
Okay. All right. So let's do this one. So this is where it gets really cool. I like this. So I'm just gonna I don't care what this says. It's gonna be, it's a shame. And it's at 9:00 a.m. That's fine, daily. We're gonna save the reminder. And this is where it gets really cool. So this is actually pulling from iOS and Android both have different places on the device that are storing these for your application. So this isn't pulling from like some database or some file or something. This is pulling from the device itself. What does the device see as registered events for this? So not only that, but if I just change this to whatever, I'm not going to save this, but if I click the pencil button, I can also edit this. So this will change to whatever I have saved here. And so now I can go back through and save or delete all of those things.
You could build a really slick UI for enabling these local scheduled notifications.
Yep, scheduled. What day of the month?
I know this is going to be like a crazy extra thing that you maybe have thought of but haven't necessarily implemented yet. But
I can't hear you.
What?
Say again. No, you're breaking up. Say it again.
Oh, it must be your connection. So I was just saying, have you thought about audio with the notifications?
Yep. So iOS doesn't support it, Android does. And there's also badge icons that Android supports and iOS doesn't. That might not be true for the audio, but it is true for the badge, the icons. So that's coming out. That'll be included with this as well. There was another thing there too, but yeah, you can do, in some places you can do audio. You just have to have like the full path. So that's notifications.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say on iOS, that all that background, like fully background where the app isn't even open is quite tricky. Like, how do you guarantee that a local notification is going to show at the right time?
That's a great question. So local notifications, both Android and iOS, have their own cron sort of API. So let me show some code here actually for this. And there's a couple things that, yeah, it should take a little bit of, let me go screen, window, PHP storm. I don't want to do my whole screen. Guess I'm gonna have to do my whole screen. All right. Cool. Hide PHP storm. So for local notifications, there's a couple ways to interface with them. You can just do like in console.php, you can schedule a notification. So we have our own macro, and this will go for every single person that installs the app. This will be applied to them. So everybody that, and it doesn't necessarily make sense, but you do have the flexibility. So you can just say every day at 9, anybody that installs your app, and they don't really have any way to turn that off technically unless they disable notifications for your app, but you can do that. All right. And that was kind of the premise for like, well, that doesn't make entirely a lot of sense. I want users to be able to define what notifications, when they get notifications, editing, deleting those, etc. But both iOS and Android come with first-party support for crons on local notifications. So this is guaranteed by the device. That's different than the other thing that I'm gonna show you guys. So this is one whole. In fact, we can go into the local notifications. This is how these are working. So it's just local notifications send, title body URL, title body subtitle, a URL. You can pass data into these, and that gets passed into the URL if there is a URL. So this will get appended. It'll just be like data that gets appended into it. And then you've got also like accept, decline, view profile. So what's cool is like this destructive thing. If you remember on iOS, one of those was red. So that's the destructive. It shows only different on iOS, and that'll be in the docs. Show scheduled. So this is the delay. You guys can see this okay, right? I'm just assuming that this is legible for everybody.
For me, it's all right, but yeah, maybe ramp it up.
Make it a little bigger. You can make it silent. Pretty easy stuff, right?
Yeah,
Pass URL.
lovely.
So there's a difference between send and schedule. So, and this will be on the docs in the README for it. So send is like right now, send it, right? Send it right now, go do it. Schedule is different. So schedule, it's like schedule it for some date, time in the future. So this, like you have this notification, we're building up this object. So here's the notification, and then this is that whole thing. So this is in that UI that I was just showing on the app itself, this here. So this stuff down here. So we're just doing a switch over, like if they pick daily or hourly or weekly or whatever, etc. So we just say weekly on, daily at, hourly, and then you could just pass in like the day and the time that you want to do it. This is also, it all works with Carbon as well. So you can just pass in a Carbon instance of like now plus 5 days or whatever it is. And then this loads, no, that's not it. Notification, yeah, it's just passing monthly on, and then that's it. So it's using that same sort of like pending, like we did like pending alert or whatever, where on destructs, then it just, it will just bind into the show or notify or whatever the method is. Yeah. I mean, that's for the most part, that's the API. That's the way that I'm working on this. It is working on Android and iOS and JavaScript and Livewire, like all of that. Everything that you see here so far is all working perfectly. I'm really excited about that. But it's also really cool when you do start using this with background tasks. And I think background tasks are probably the most important, one of the most important things that we can do with native PHP. And it's one of the most requested things. And they are sick, dude. This is all right, what a background task is. And there are some limitations for iOS especially. Background tasks are and I'm going to write a blog post about like what we recommend for this, but if you have an app that synchronizes data to an API on mobile, you cannot guarantee that you're online all the time. Our recommendation is that you have a last synced at or some sort of like nullable timestamp column in your database for whatever data needs to be synchronized with the API. And when it's synchronized successfully and you verify that that's been synchronized with the API, then you just update with a timestamp or delete that row. If it's already synchronized, maybe you don't need it in your local database on the device. And if it fails for whatever reason, if you're not online, then it's null. Then what you would do is like every 15 minutes or once a day or every hour or whatever, you would have a command like sync data that will go off. And even if the app is not closed completely on Android, if the app is completely closed, it will fire. On iOS, it's as long as it's background, it will fire. iOS is tricky because I was testing this and it wasn't working, but then little chat with Claude and it's like, plug your phone in and lock it and it will work. And it did. It fired like every 15 minutes like clockwork, literally like clockwork. So, little caveats there with that, and that'll all be explored and experimented and documented and all that stuff. But so this sync data, this is just a method that I've got a command. So app console sync data. Here it is, sync data. It's just a Laravel command, right? Right now, I'm actually using my local notifications. So this is the way, like, for me to test things, I can see this instead of like checking logs and having to like, I was driving yesterday on the way down from Charlotte. I wanted to see something working and this actually just fires. So I don't even have to worry about like logging something, but you would do a query. You would say, give me all of the records where last sync that is null and try to synchronize them. And the thing is, you have these constraints where it's like on any network or on Wi-Fi. So like this on any network, that's cellular or Wi-Fi. So it's like on anything. As long as you have an internet connection, then it will fire. Only when you're charging, only when it's idle, only when the storage isn't low or the battery is not low. There's probably room for more things, and I'm sure we'll get some requests for other items in here, but this is like a good start, I think, to start going after some of these things. But yeah, this just kind of works, and it's really cool. And I can see like this is important, I think. I think this is one of the more important because it happened, like we had to do all this groundwork. Number one, we had to have plugins. We had to have plugins to do this. And then with all of the 3.1 stuff, it's not just persistent PHP, but it's these separate threads, right? We have separate threads. So even if the app is backgrounded, your phone is locked, you're sleeping, this will spin up a PHP process to process the command that's inside of this. And we needed to have separate context. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Is that what's been going off? That notifications happening all the time.
That's it right there. That's it. Go. So, yep. This is just every 15 minutes driving down the road. I'm getting another notification here for it. So yeah, that's those are the two. I'm hoping to have these out this coming week, probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in there. I don't see, most of the work is done. I think just a couple nights this weekend on it, and I'll be through it.
Now, I'm going to ask the tough questions. The tough questions.
Let's go.
Are they going to be free plugins?
No, these aren't going to be free plugins. No. I mean, number one, they're like, we have to make money someplace. And I don't think these are going to be $100 each or anything. I think they're going to be somewhere in like the $20 to $30 range or something. You have to remember too, and I know you know this, of course, Simon, but you buy these one time and you can use them on as many apps as you want to. So it's like you have it forever, and it's not a subscription. It's, this $20-30 or whatever, and you have it for all your apps. So
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to include it in the plugin, but I think that, and you've done a little bit of work, you probably know this better, if it's going to be included in the subscription stuff or how all that works.
Ooh, this is a good look at these segues, just filling up this whatever. Yeah, this is great.
Fill in the holes.
So, so the I think the first bit is like, what about people who have bought the bundle that we've got, the starter kit of plugins?
The way I look at those is those were the things from version 2 that we wanted to charge for, and they're all wrapped up into one place. And I think moving forward, I mean, we have to keep making plugins, first party plugins, and we have to keep charging for stuff that we're, especially these are really core things, I think. So I feel fully justified in charging for both of these plugins. Local notifications are important, and I've got ideas for other plugins too. And then there's still some stuff like with Firebase that I want to go back and just like update and make more robust. So like if you've already bought that, that's like you're just going to get more features for free, like data messages. So like push notifications from the server, but it's not a notification on the phone. Like you don't see it, but it just updates some stuff in the background. Stuff like that, Crashlytics, analytics, all sorts of stuff that we should fully support. It's just a matter of time to get to it.
Yeah, I think so, like we can make some more first party plugins. I'm also conscious of like not spreading ourselves too thin on lots of first party plugins, just because there are more products that we have to keep up to date. But yeah, this is cool. I agree with you. I think we're justified in we're putting loads of work into these things, and it is a one-off payment at the end of the day. So and it won't be a lot of money on it, relatively speaking, to a lot of people who are using this. So I think the neat little thing on that is we don't have to, but we could add plugins to the existing bundle that people who've already purchased the bundle will get for free because it's part of the bundle. So that's an option that we have. I'm not saying that we will do that for these ones, but
no. And there's like, I'll give you an example of one. I want to do like a streaming location. So like there's one like to just get location now, and every 10 seconds polling. There's a way for the device to actually stream that to the application or write to a database directly. I mean, there's a couple different options you've got there. Could make it a separate plugin, could just put it into the geolocation one, like it's part of that logic, I think. I
feel like it's there, but yeah.
So, I mean, there's a difference between people seeing us make a brand new plugin, first party plugin, and it's free, versus we're adding to already free or paid plugins. Like we're just adding more value to things that are already out there, which is a little bit less visible, but it's still work and you're still getting additional value,
Yeah. As well as continuing to build the core of the thing and like make it better all the time.
Super native and dashboards.
Exactly. So yeah, cool. I'm happy with that. I think, as I said earlier, there is a nice segue there though, because you did mention subscription, and we do have people who are still on subscriptions, and they're people who have renewed their subscriptions. They get access to the plugins for free. They don't have to buy them extra. And one of the things that I've spent quite a bit of time sort of thinking about over the last few months, and then over the last month or more actually implementing, is figuring out what can we have some kind of subscription now when we don't have licenses that gives people some of these things in, let's say, a more accessible way. And I've come to a really nice place with it. I'm really happy with where it's at. Can I talk about it?
Yeah, you better talk about it.
So basically, if you remember, we had mini license and pro license and max license, and you might know a theme there if you're paying attention to Apple's naming. We're not copying Apple, like that's maybe not allowed, but it's very, very similar. And then we released the free version of Native PHP Mobile, and we called that Air. So there's really kind of only one that I'm aware of left that we can tap into.
Steve
Which
Jobs.
is, yes, exactly. Anyway, that's all just like, it doesn't matter. It's just a name, but it's called Ultra. So what we're going to come out with very, very soon is a new subscription plan for those who want it. It's not going to be required. Again, this is all optional stuff, but that comes with some really, really great benefits, and it's going to be called Ultra. And Ultra gets you all of our first-party plugins, the ones we've got right now and the ones to come, for free, included in the subscription. So for as long as your subscription's active, you get access to those plugins and a whole bunch more stuff. So there's one of the things that I really, really wanted to do was enable the kind of priority support that we've talked about as being part of subscriptions for a while. And we've been using Discord, and it's a bit clunky, and now we've got GitHub issues, but we can't really prioritize stuff there, and sometimes people don't want to use a public place to report things. They want a private space to do it. So actually some time ago, Pete Bishop worked on a whole like support area of the website, which I've picked up and beefed up, and it's going to become part of Ultra. So there's going to be a way for people to privately submit issues to us in a very kind of structured way, and we can manage those separately from everything else, which allows us to prioritize them very easily, which is overselling a really not that exciting feature of Ultra, but there it is. And what else have I got? I need to look at the screen.
I was going to say, you
have.
should bullet point first and then talk about each bullet point. So sell me a subscription, Simon. What am I buying?
Don't make me do that.
You got to get good at this shit. What are you talking about? Putting you on the spot.
Well, I'm trying to find my little... I've got a page of it somewhere, and I should have had it up in time for this, but I don't. Right. So I've said all first-party plugins freely available. Premium support. There is also the plugin dev kit included in the subscription.
So the Claude Code, $250 Claude Code plugin that I'm going to go back in actually and beef up some more. I'm going to get it even better.
That's going to be included in there. We've got, we've talked about the course, and we've got other things that might come out in the future. It's definitely going to get some discounts on those things as part of your subscription. But the other really cool thing, and I think this is kind of like the final piece on this, really is almost final piece, is team support. So one of the things that I set up with Max licenses was that you could add keys and distribute different keys to different people, which when we had licenses kind of made sense. But now with plugins, having just a team concept and that you can share those things with your team is going to be great. So if you bought plugins, or you on the subscription and you've got access to all the first party plugins for free, and you invite people into your team, they get access to all of that stuff too. They get access to the Claude Code plugin. They can use basically all of the features except managing the team. And you get 10 seats included in the price of the Ultra subscription. So that's well, I need to work some of the stuff out there, but it's going to be you and 9 other people, I think is the right way to do that. So that means that all of those people, they can use their own credentials for accessing. You can remove them. You know, if you sort of like, oh, that person's no longer part of our team, you remove them, they lose access, all of that stuff. So yeah, that is not the short version and the best like rehearsed sales pitch for Ultra, but that is kind of the comprehensive, yeah. And
So
I guess,
I think
go on.
no. I guess what you want to stop talking. I can see by the look in your face. You're put on the spot. You're excited to get out of the spot.
I'm
It's
twitching.
a good place to be. It's a good place to be. What else are you gonna say?
Well, I was going to start talking about the price, but maybe you weren't going to go to that. Ask your questions
No, we're
first.
gonna talk about the price. That's actually pretty exciting. And it's like I don't know, like there's a good, I mean, it's a small crowd here. Let me see how many people are in here. There's 29 people watching. It's one of the more peak times. So, bullet point. Don't talk about. Just give me the bullet points. What are the bullet points of the subscription that you want to sell me? Just the bullet points, like 5 words per point. What do you get?
You want me to do that now? Again, first-party
Yes,
plugins
dude. Yes,
for
you're
free.
practicing this. First-party
Claude
plugins. All
Code
first-party plugins
plugin
are free.
for free.
The Claude Code plugin for free.
Discount on the native PHP course when it launches.
A discount on the, okay.
Premium support.
Premium, okay.
Teams with up to 10 team members or seats, whatever way you want to say that.
So,
That's
all right. So the plugin we're selling for $200. The Claude Code plugin we're selling for $250. The pre-sale price on the, so that's $450. The pre-sale price on the video course is $100, but I think that's going to $250 once it's launched. So that's $700. And then team support, basically you're just multiplying by every seat that you're allowed is getting access to these things as well, up to 10. So 10 times 750, $7,500 in value.
And that's excluding plugins that we add in, like new first-party plugins.
So any new, so like the push notification or the local notifications and background tasks, those will be not included in that plugin, but they will still get these if they have the subscription.
Exactly.
You're going to charge like, I think $250 a month. What are we charging?
It's going to be $350 per
$350 a month.
No, per year.
$350 a year.
Yeah.
But then I have to pay, I have to give you $350 now for the whole year.
Well, this is the other thing. We've been doing annual licenses up to now.
Yeah.
With this, I've introduced a monthly plan. So you could get it for $35 a month.
$35 a month.
Yeah.
So, devil's advocate here. That's way too cheap, guys. Says one guy. Says one guy. I think, all right. So, on this note, all right, and I see other comments here. We're going to come back to some of these other comments here. On this note, you guys can see, I think, a little bit like we're trying to build this to scale, right? We want to have everybody come in and not really have excuses not to get some of these things. So it's not that it's too cheap. It's that we want thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people using this thing. So, I mean, devil's advocate, I could just, oh, there's my notification.
Oh, it's been 15 minutes. Goodness.
It's been 15 minutes.
I'm talking way too much.
So like I could sign up, watch some videos for a month to give you $35, get all the plugins, and then cancel. Build my apps and then cancel. I guess like every time we do a composer install of those of the plugins, then it's going to be, we're checking that license. So that's going to keep people like, you can just use it 1 month at a time. You can get it for a couple months and then cancel, come back 6 months later, rebuild, that kind of stuff. So
yep.
Yeah, I mean, listen, C. Thomas Wales. By all means, you can give us more money.
We can find other ways for you to funnel money to us, for sure. It doesn't have to be this.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna read this real quick. Funnel money
You're reading your
Yeah.
notification, just the date and time.
No, no. I'm gonna mute that notification actually. Yeah, so like we just did, this is another whole thing. We did GitHub sponsorships got approved this week as well. So
Yeah.
you can do GitHub sponsorships. We got a couple of people already in there. And then we've been doing the what's the other thing called? It's the collective, open collective for a while. So just to contribute to us, you always can do that. We do try to provide
the streams.
You can sponsor the streams. Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We've got
we take checks.
2,000 something subscribers now on the stream. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's exciting, dude. Ultra subscription, access to like everything. It's everything native PHP. Yeah, that's and how far are we out from that being ready?
I'm wrapping up some final tweaks when we reviewed it earlier this week, and I just got like a short list of things to just do, and it's going to be out, I hope, next week. So next week, potentially.
Yes. This is a plugin I'm working on actually, or will be working on in the coming weeks. Is for widgets. There's actually some things that other people have talked about this, looked at doing. You can't, the way that things currently are, we have to do some work internally for widgets to work properly on mobile. There's no plugin system for desktop. And what was the other one? There was another one here. Yes, how's it? What's up? How's it? Miguel. So to create videos, yes, please just like email us a link or something. We should have, like, when people submit it, like a little area for notes to submit to us when they submit plugins to us.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then put a link, a YouTube video or something in there. Yep, that makes sense. And will EAP Max subscribers be moved over to this, or will there be a path to upgrade from Max to Ultra? I renewed Max for the year in January. We thought about this. And actually, there's another point in there that I want to make too, but that's a great question. I mean, pin that up here.
So this is the answer. Everybody who's got a Max active paid subscription right now will be able to upgrade to Ultra for nothing. Like, in fact, you won't need to do anything. It will just move to Ultra. So Max becomes Ultra, basically.
So they just get it on the $250 or whatever they were paying before.
Whatever you were paying before, that's
look at that, guys.
So no extras, no changing in the billing or anything like that. You just
come on
Ultra. The other thing that I wanted to make sure we do is for people who were on the EAP, some of whom don't have a subscription because we didn't introduce subscriptions until sometime in May last year. For everybody who's on that zone, whatever plan you were on, whether you did a mini or a pro or a max, you will get the EAP price for Ultra as an option. It's just an annual price. It's a discount only on the annual option.
So instead of $350, it's $250. Is that what you're saying?
$250, exactly.
So EAP will get $100 off that if they do the annual subscription.
Yeah. So if you haven't yet turned into a subscription, there's no reason to delay. That will become Ultra when Ultra is out. If you want to wait and it's not ready for you yet, you're always EAP. You will always get that $250 option.
Dude, that's so much. I feel good about this. I feel good about this for two big reasons. I feel like it's providing it helps us because there was like almost all the revenue we made last year we said goodbye to when we came out with like, this is free now, right?
Yeah.
But this provides way more value, I feel. And we're asking for like the same or just a little bit more or monthly, which breaks it down even further to make it more affordable for more people. So I feel like for us, it's a steady revenue stream, or it should be a steady revenue stream to help continue the project, right? And then on top of that, it's providing, I mean, one guy, the first comment we saw was like, that's way too cheap. So that means it's a great value. It's a huge value for people to continue. So I feel like it's a win-win. I feel like it's a win for us and it's a win for everybody using this. This is huge.
I've got one sneaky extra surprise.
You freaking Brits, dude.
Kind of
oh my God.
It's kind of two.
Whoa,
so,
okay.
If you're a plugin developer,
yep, I was going to bring this one up.
Have an ultra subscription of your own, we're going to work out a way to make your payouts ratchet up towards probably 90%. So at the moment it's 70% if you just have a standard this is 70-30 split, so we take 30% for platform fee. Don't hold me to the 90%, but that's what I'm sort of thinking at the moment would be good to get to. So if you want to be a plugin developer and you want to earn even more for your plugins, then be an ultra subscriber as well, and you'll get to the point where it can be even higher earnings. And if somebody who buys your plugin is an ultra subscriber, because we're already getting revenue from them as a monthly subscription, if their subscription is active when they buy your plugin, as the plugin developer, you will keep 100% of the earnings. We won't take any cut at all.
Yep. Damn.
That's my surprise.
Damn. So I'm going to reiterate that. If I come in and I build a plugin as somebody else, right? Plugin developer. Here's a tell me when it's raining plugin or something, right? I got a plugin every time it's going to rain, I get a notification or whatever it is. I sell that for $100 on the site, just even numbers. Everybody that buys that, I make $70 minus Stripe fees or something, right? So roughly $70, and then NativePHP keeps 30. But if somebody buys that plugin and they are a ultra subscriber, I get all $100 minus Stripe fees.
Exactly.
I get 100%.
Yep.
So the reason why like we were looking at that because it's like it's not like it's not a matter of the fairness of all of that, which I think like that's kind of just built in and it makes it easy and obvious. But like people that are there's a whole like we want to still provide value to, I can't remember what it was. There was another like layer inside of this that made this make sense. Yeah, I'll come back to it.
I think one of the things there is it's just kind of complicated when we're dealing with people who have got subscriptions. You know, it's like they're paying us here and then we're taking a cut there. It just feels like you know, maybe we shouldn't do that.
Too capitalistic.
But what we can't do at the moment is kind of distribute that monthly income to third-party plugin developers, because that's just very, very complicated to do. So the least that I think we can do is say, well, you get to keep all of the earnings of when people buy your plugin.
This is something I've wanted for a while, and I think that now with the dashboard and the updates that we've done, this is something that we can get to relatively soon.
Yep.
I'm thinking like an OAuth flow kind of thing from Bifrost back to NativePHP to pull credentials directly into your projects for you. Something like that.
It needs to be, it's a little bit tricky because there's no guarantees like, is this account, that account over there? And, you know, we do need to have some authentication happening. But it could be as simple as just like, here's a secret code, you know, that only your account can see. And you just put that over there and we can start connecting them or whatever. But yep.
We will get there. We will get there, guys. Cool stuff, dude.
That's a good segue
5
to
minutes
some
left.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's a good segue to some of the other Bifrost things that are happening at the moment. We've been talking about it for a while, desktop support, we've been saying it's going to be a few weeks away for a few
I mean,
months.
we're working.
Yeah.
We're working on that this week. That's one of the things
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
going to start this week.
So, and some of the things that I've been sort of nailing out of the way on Bifrost this week as well, just to make things feel a little bit more stable. Like there's been some issues with building, and yeah, we had the rebuild tool come out, so you can retry a build using the exact same configuration that it had. So you'd push new code up and just rerun the build with the same configuration, and then hopefully, whatever issues would be fixed. That's all working nicely. I improved the build screen quite a bit just to make the live updates a bit nicer, and a few other improvements there. But yeah, just like making way for actually getting deep down and dirty with the Bifrost stuff.
Yep.
In the coming
we're going to
weeks
get back into that. I think that's probably how we're going to see ourselves mostly. Like I'm going to be spending, and we'll be talking a lot about the native, super native, and trying to get that in the next couple months, as well as getting Bifrost to where we really want it to be, at least for the next few months. Until we can spend some more time on that. Probably, yeah, whenever we can find time later this summer or whatever.
Yeah.
So cool, man. I'm going to look at the show notes. Do we have any other notes? We're talking about Japan. Why is Japan on here?
Because it's happening. It's coming up.
It is happening.
It's just like under 2 months away. And you've booked your flights? You booked your flights?
I booked my flight. Yeah, I got my flight.
Flights.
And I've got my hotel. I'm going to stay in a different hotel.
Hopefully the planes will still fly and we'll get there.
Let go, let God kind of thing. I just, we're just going to go with it. Whatever.
Yeah. But Japan. Laravel
Japan.
Japan.
I'm gonna do a sneaky run over to Thailand after Tokyo.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go over there for I don't know how long I'm gonna go for, 10 or 12 days or something.
Isn't Vlad in Thailand?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with him for a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
He's got an open, Vlad is an open invitation, so I'm not gonna, say everybody can just go hang out with him. I'm sure he wouldn't mind it though. I don't think he would care.
Everybody just descends on his house. You're just gonna drop a pin accidentally publicly, he lives here, everyone.
It's like a 2-bedroom condo, and there's 70 people from Laravel in there. I'm sure he would love it.
Impromptu Laravel live.
Yes, Jim, this is another big thing. There's more to it. There's more involved to it than that. But yeah, this is. And technically that feature has been silently there this whole time. It's just not activated. So when you hook up your GitHub repo, we do add a webhook to send over to Bifrost. We're just ignoring them. So the mechanism's already in place. We just have to, there's some things we have to do. We want to have a build configuration. What exactly are you building? Are you building iOS or Android or both? Are you doing a push to public? Is it APK, AAB? Is it, there's so many different things of what exactly you might want to happen. So it's more than just what Forge can do, right? Forge is just deploy on push. It's way more than that. So we're working on getting these configurations. There's another 15 minutes. And that is coming. It's just a bit more work than what you would expect. Yep. Sorry,
Actually,
Japan,
some of that's
Thailand.
been teed up by the retry build functionality that I built. So that was kind of the first pass at doing some of that stuff, and it lays the groundwork for that next phase. So looking forward to getting into that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna drive. Yeah. I gotta drive 4 hours home, and we got a meeting in a couple hours. I'm gonna be on the phone driving, and so just letting you know. Yeah, guys, have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us. I love you a lot.
Thanks for all of the support. I feel like people have been really roundly positive about the stuff that we've been talking about, which is amazing.
Did you make it so that I can't play sound?
No.
You bastard.
I think it's because I did it. It's kind of broken it. I think you have to toggle some stuff. That's no, you can't. Don't put that on. That doesn't apply anymore at all. Like people can get the wrong idea.
No, I was just trying things. I was trying to get it to work. There you go.
Oh.
All right, guys. On that note, we're gonna sign off in the signing offist way that we can sign off with our sexy jazz voices.
Sexy jazz.
Have a great weekend. Come and see us again. Did you
Don't go to sleep again now.
I might. I'm getting tired, dude.
Yeah.
All right, sign it off. Have a great weekend for reals, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.